I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution. We talk about crypto daily. Before we jump into this video, I want to ask you to smash the like button, trying to get a like spike going. 1,000 likes a video, that's the goal. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. I'm going to keep you up to date daily to make sure you're very successful in the cryptocurrency space. I want to give a shout out to a couple people in my trading group. Amazing gains today. This person said, Chris, sorry to bother you. I got one question about your ENJ setup. I'm up about $2,200 right now on it. It's that easy, 2,200 bucks. Wow, the easiest 7,000 I've ever made. I made about 20,000 tonight. Thank you. This person up 912%. This person, I just finished taking $2,700 out of the markets thanks to your hard work putting these videos together. I've got a cryptocurrency trading group. I've got 6 chat groups where everybody's calling out breakouts, posting charts, working together to trade this market. I've got 41 videos in a playlist. If you don't know anything about trading at all, nothing, you can watch these videos. You'll be making profitable trades. Number one reason why people join my trading group is I post profitable trading setups every single day, and we've been killing it. If you guys want to join the cryptocurrency trading group, you want to pay in crypto, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. I'll get you set up and in the group today. You pay for 6 months in crypto, you get a 20% discount. You pay for the year in crypto, you get an additional month for free and a 30% discount. If you do want to pay with a card month to month on a monthly basis, you can do so. There's a Patreon link that's in the description. This is Tezos up 72%. You can see here's the setup posted. Here's 52% out of link. Again, bought the breakout down here. Here's the setup. Here's Ethereum, 57% gains out of Ethereum. Here's the setup. Bitcoin Cash broke out 60% gains over time. And you can see there's 1,584 people in the trading group. Jumping right into the market today in crypto. Green Day. Overall market cap of cryptocurrency is at about $215 billion. Bitcoin at about 74.90. This is Bitcoin daily chart. And yesterday we talked about how it's important that we get this daily candle close above this 74.50 level. And this did happen. Now, Bitcoin's pulled back slightly. We're going to talk about this on some lower time frames in just a second. But again, this is a move in the right direction. So essentially, Bitcoin's broken above the cloud, which would act as support as well. This is the CME Futures chart for Bitcoin. And Bitcoin printed a higher high. So yesterday we were looking for, Bitcoin's got to print a higher high. They have to put in a higher high. So this high is a lower high than this high. So this is the higher high, right? So we came up here, we tapped resistance at about 7,900 on this CME Futures chart. Okay, so some type of pullback at this point would be healthy. All right, pullbacks bring new buyers into the market. So like in my trading group, we buy breakouts and we buy retests. We double down on retests. We increase our positions. So, and everybody else does this as well. Now, how far of a retrace are we going to see? Time will tell. I mean, you could pull a Fibonacci retracement and see a 50% retrace down in this area, 72.50, right? It's possible. You got pretty good support around 7,400. We've already hit that. Potentially, that's where enough buyers come into the market. We move higher. Now, there's about a lot of things I'm about to talk to you about as far as like CME Futures monthly contract ending real soon, like in 26 minutes. We're going to expect some volatility. Down here on the indicators, we've got the MACD curving lower. Potential MACD bearish cross, which is a sell signal, could happen. Positive momentum is slowing, actually, decreasing. RSI was close to overbought. It's actually coming out of the overbought territory. So the price action is pulling back. This is, again, 4-hour chart, just a little bit cleaned up, different perspective. If Bitcoin can break 7,700, 7,800 resistance over here, we could see a move 8,300, 8,500, 9,000. The weekly candle closes on Sunday night, 8 p.m. It's important that the weekly close is above 7,250, 7,400 would even be better, okay? Bitcoin hasn't been able to close a weekly above 7,250, so again, a lot of things are unfolding, but again, things look more positive than they have on a macro scale, but a possibility of a short-term pullbacks in the cards. Now, we talked about this chart yesterday, where, essentially we're coming up with a strategy that would give us a good sell signal idea as far as calling the tops for these moves of Bitcoin. And Bitcoin's been in this range, essentially rising channel, rising wedge, either whatever you want to call it. It's trades the same, doesn't matter. Okay, so you see every time you've had a bearish MACD cross as well as oversold RSI, like you've seen moves to the downside. All right, you pair that with a long wick idea where when you do get the long wicks, it's another bearish idea. All right, it means there's a bunch of sell pressure right there. Now here we are. Now we haven't gotten this bearish MACD cross yet, but the MACD is curving lower. And so this would essentially fulfill our criteria as far as a possible sell signal for Bitcoin. So let's see how this plays out. I'll keep you guys updated with this. It's important to find any strategy, basic as it may be, that works for you. Okay, and so this is just an idea, putting it out there. A lot of you guys are in my trading group and potentially are trying to build a strategy, and you want to kind of build it around something basic in the beginning. And you can see like it's played out successfully quite a few times. Nothing's perfect. There's no perfect trade. There's no 100% guarantee. There's risk involved in every single trade. It's all about managing risk, right? You could be right only half the time and still make a tremendous amount of money in this market because you're risking $1 to make $2 or $3. It's important to watch the traditional markets because Bitcoin's been following traditional markets. You can see here that even though S&P and Dow are still slightly green, NASDAQ has pulled back into the red. These have fallen a little bit since the open of the market, which happens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. So CME Bitcoin monthly futures are about to end. The monthly futures contract is about to end in about 21 minutes. And so what happens, if you notice these vertical red lines, what happens is you see some volatility after these futures contracts expire. And so basically the way this works is the last Friday of every month they expire. So if we look at the last few CME future expirations, Bitcoin future expirations, you can see there was a 12% price rise within 3 days after they closed or expired. Here you saw about 13% drop to the downside. Here you saw a 14% move to the downside. So again, here we are. Question mark. What's going to happen? Are we headed higher or lower? These are the top 15 Coinbase coins. And I thought this was pretty interesting just to kind of get an idea, a sample, if you will, of what everybody else is holding and how they see this market. Bitcoin, the most popularly held coin, Bitcoin, Ethereum number 2, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, XRP, XLM, Basic Attention Token, ZRX, EOS, Tezos, Ethereum Classic, Link, all the way down here, DAI, OXT, ZEC. Now, what's interesting to know is that the typical hold time of Litecoin is actually significantly higher than Ethereum and Bitcoin. And I wonder if that has to do with something dealing with the price of Litecoin. You know, when you're new in your retail, you kind of gravitate to those coins that are affordable because you don't know or you can't really fathom the idea of that you can buy, small portions or percentages of these coins. They're fractionally, essentially. But yeah, Litecoin holders strong, 130 days. XRP, interestingly enough, only 76 days. And you go down here, EOS 8 days, DAI, OXT. These are 8, 2, and 5 days, respectively. The number one coin, as far as the length of time that the coin's been held, the typical hold time, is ZRX at 137 days. If you had to hold three coins, it doesn't necessarily have to be on Coinbase. Whatever exchange, I like to know what exchange you trade on first, and then I want to know what coins you hold. Do you hold them online on an exchange, or do you hold them offline in cold storage, in a hardware wallet? I'm just curious to find out from you guys. What coins are the winners? What coins are the long-term winners that are in your bag right now? Which three are those? Bitcoin dominance 4-hour has fallen and pulled back a little bit. Now it broke out to the upside. Now the altcoins do not perform amazing when this heads higher. Okay, so like over this downtrend, this falling wedge, falling channel, same thing. The altcoins performed amazing. Like it was a lot of epic upside for the altcoins. Now when this moves higher, they just don't perform as well. So as an example, when we get this halving, and if there's any type of big halving run up, you're going to see Bitcoin dominance skyrocket. Okay, and so those are times. It's not the altcoin halving, it's the Bitcoin halving. So people are going to move into Bitcoin. That's important to understand. If you guys haven't chosen a VPN yet, I recommend PureVPN. I'm super paranoid. Anytime I do anything with cryptocurrency, I want to make sure I'm safe and protected. I use PureVPN. The link is in the description. Does support the channel. If you want to use Bybit, BitMEX, Binance, you can do so. PureVPN is the way to go. Bitcoin trades at $15,000 in Lebanon. There's economic turmoil. Bitcoin showing its real potential. This panic situation on a global scale is not going to go away quickly. And it's going to damage and hurt economies that are already struggling right now, that are already in disarray. This panic situation is a catalyst. I think this is going to push more people into cryptocurrency because immediately out of the box it works, right? And so we have to recognize that, our thoughts and prayers go out to those that are people that have been negatively affected by this panic situation that's going on in the world. However, for crypto, it presents a good opportunity for people to kind of enter this space for another reason than, a lot of us come in to get rich. People essentially use this for different things depending on where they live. If you're in a third world country and your fiat's completely devalued, which things are headed that way in the United States too, right? But then immediately this makes a lot of sense. Here's another one. Chile, local Bitcoin volumes hit all-time high amid panic situation induced crisis. I'm telling you guys, it's happening right before our eyes. Bots taking over local Bitcoin, cryptocurrency. Everybody's going to be at home more, social distancing, everything's changing, and it's going to affect us for a very, very long time. It's going to change the way we live our lives. Watch. Central banks, a bad influence on decentralized finance. Do banks even have a chance? If they don't step up and make sure that they've got blockchain or crypto in place, they're going to lose the battle. Coinbase, Bakkt, Securitize launches compliance tool for P2P transactions. So an important thing that we've talked about over the past 2 years in the space on the channel is the idea that there needs to be more groundwork laid in the cryptocurrency space to allow for mainstream adoption to really take hold. There's a lot of things that need to happen. Just in the space in general. A lot of things are confusing. A lot of things are hard to use. A lot of things aren't streamlined. I take somebody and I try to teach them a few things about some basic stuff in crypto, and they get stumped on just really simple ideas that we're used to. Little things like, well, how do you, what's the best coin to send from one exchange, or how do you fund your account on Binance? Like, how do you turn fiat into Bitcoin? Like, it's a whole process to get people to do things that we've been doing for an extended period of time. And there's a learning curve. Bitcoin is now 100% recovered from the $3,700 lows, decoupling from the stocks. I don't agree. Like, I saw it today. I've been watching, the S&P is now one of my leading indicators for Bitcoin. I sit and watch it. Has it decoupled? Yes, but I'll tell you what, it's just like the biggest thing in group right now. Everybody's watching traditional markets all of a sudden. And yesterday I said, I'm watching CNN Money. I'm not really watching it's kind of a joke. I don't really watch mainstream TV. I was just checking the data, right? I just go to this website. Here it is, right? CNN business website, whatever. I was not sitting watching Mad Money, Kramer on Mad Money. Buy, sell. Bitcoin has had an amazing recovery. There was a lot of money made. People got into the bottom of Bitcoin in these cryptocurrencies. Most people were panic selling at that point. Poloniex users face sudden downtime. Traders cry malpractice. Get used to it. This is going to happen. Just wait. We've got a huge 18-month plus bull market ahead of us. Yeah, could we dip again? Sure. But the point is, over time, these exchanges will not be able to handle the amount of volume that we're going to see in the future. And there's going to be a ton of downtime. And it's going to happen at the worst possible time. Why? Because all the volume comes in, all the trades need to be made, everything is happening all at one time, and the exchanges go down. I've seen Coinbase take, they've had big price swings, and it's almost like they took the exchange down on purpose because Bitcoin was falling so fast, just to kind of slow things down, because people were all of a sudden getting completely wrecked, after the run up to 20,000. So the important thing is here, we need to call Justin's son. Justin, Jason, what's up? Hey, listen, Poloniex, I know you bought the exchange, and I want to make sure that you can keep the exchange up. hit him up on Twitter, say, dude, keep it running. So essentially there was, everybody's calling foul. And of course these go down at the worst possible times, but you got to have a backup strategy. Have a couple exchanges that you use on a regular basis, right? Selling takes practice, being able to move. I had a young lady in the trading group and she was telling me about, or basically talking about it in group. She had $1 million in a crypto on a smaller exchange. And it was $1 million because it, went up like 600 or 700%. Before then, it wasn't. She got into a coin at a very small price point. And after taking off, like she was trying to sell it and she could not sell it fast enough. She saw it spike she saw her portfolio spike to $1 million on this exchange, and she wasn't able to sell fast enough. None of her orders were filling. And so you have to understand that, like in theory, it's like, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take profits here. This is going to happen nice. But what happens when there's a bottleneck in the exchange and you can't sell? Like you have to learn things. Like you don't put in your orders. Don't stack your orders on everybody else. Don't put in sell orders at 7,200, 8,200, 10,000, round numbers. Pick numbers like 7281.11, 5641.21. Pick round numbers. You don't want to be stacked, because if you're stacked on everybody else, then it's like a waiting list on that number. So there's different tricks and ideas you can use to make sure that your orders don't get skipped and filled. But again, Poloniex did say that they went down for maintenance. They're having troubles with Grin BTC, and they're sorry, but the concern is when these exchanges go silent after they go down, obviously people are very suspicious. And so we need to make sure that the exchanges that we do use are very open and they communicate well with us. So if you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.